In this video by ABN Painting, we're spray painting a cinder block wall, and we start our preparation work by moving gravel a few inches away from the wall. On one side of the wall there are rocks, and we move them as well so they don't get oversprayed. Next step is pressure washing, and we use low pressure first to wash the lower portion of the wall and also to wet the ground next to the wall so the dirt and dust doesn't get back on the wall when we're using high pressure. And then we're using high pressure to pressure wash the rest of the wall. There is one section of the wall where paint is peeling, and we're going to use a wire brush attached to angle grinder to remove any paint that is loose. Please keep in mind we remove loose paint only when it's limited to very small areas. If the wall is in a bad shape and the paint is spilling everywhere, that is not the kind of project that we can do. We do not do paint removal. After we used angle grinder, there was still a little bit of loose paint left. And we went over the same area using a putty knife and a regular wire brush to remove any loose paint that was left on the wall. After we finished scraping loose paint, we did masking. There's an RV gate at the end of the wall, and we covered it using 12-inch masking paper. And at the beginning of the wall, there is a walkway that's made of pavers, and we covered it using 12-inch masking paper and then tarps. On the other side of the wall, there is mostly grass right next to the wall, so we don't have to worry about overspray for the most part, with exception of one section where the customer has a bunch of personal belongings right next to the wall, and in that area we covered the top of the wall using 12-inch masking paper to stop overspray from going to the other side. After we finished with masking, we start spray painting. The first coat that we apply is the coat of sealer. The wall is a little bit chalky, and the sealer will help get rid of any chalk. It will also prime the areas on the bottom of the wall that homeowner repaired but never painted, and some of the areas that were scraped and where the paint is missing. After the sealer had enough time to dry, we apply the first coat of paint. Usually when we spray paint cinder block walls, we apply paint in two different directions. When we apply the first coat of paint, we go side to side. And then we give paint enough time to dry, and when we apply the second coat, we go up and down. Applying paint in two different directions helps create even coverage and eliminates any lines. And this is the look before and after.